Okay, Mike, go ahead and unmute and do a little bumper music. All right, that was Mike Simpson there, kicking us off with some bumper music for the Music Matters Showcase on Zoom. We have a really wonderful lineup, and you're probably going to hear more songs than usual from some of my favorite musicians, Dave Mason and Mike Simpson. We might have some other people joining us. Pat let me know that he could not make it because of COVID. He might pop in and listen if he's up to it. But he told us me it's a pretty reasonable case of it. He's not suffering terribly, but he hasn't touched his guitar in a while, and he's sick. So I hope he feels better. And I'm going to start out with an older one. I wrote this. When did I write this? Like a few years ago. It's not like super old, kind of medium length. There we go. And it's a sort of conflict resolution song in some ways, about sort of going slower, because I feel like, things that destroy stuff, like they happen fast, right? Like a tidal wave will come in, or a person, or like a little kid will come in and knock over a block tower, and it happens really fast. But to build that block tower up, it just takes a long time, and that's what the song's about. Oh, I got the wrong guitar though. No, it's okay. If I can remember to play it. There we go. I remembered. Always a good thing. My brain is not very good today. A lot of driving yesterday. It takes a long, long time to grow a flower. First you gotta plant it out, spread the seeds real wide, dig the holes real deep. Don't forget to weed and water, 'cause it takes a long, long time to raise a daughter. But bad things happen fast. They whirl by in a blast. They knock you on your ass. Don't even know what happened. Also try and take it slow. Easy as you go. Easy as you go. Oh, they say that less is more, certainly when it comes to war. So try and take things slow. It takes a long, long time to grow a flower. Grow a flower. It takes a long, long time to build a home. First you gotta draw the blueprints, pour the foundation slow. Oh, gather up your materials, but be careful with those wires. 'Cause bad things, they happen fast. They whirl by in a blast. They knock you on your ass. You don't even know what happened. Oh, they say that less is more, certainly when it comes to war. So try and take it slow, easy as you go. Oh, it takes a long, long time to raise a child. Oh, no, no, no. Don't you hurt that child. No, 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 no. Don't you hurt that child. No. Oh, oh. So it takes a long, long time to grow a flower.
Yeah, very nice, Joseph.
Thank you.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. Gaza somehow always comes to mind when I play that song, And it's just like all the destruction. It's like just unbelievable. All the death. What a world. But Mike Simpson, give us something fun or nice.
Okay.
Or whatever you feel like playing.
We're gonna have to go with the latter there.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's see. I need to do a little work here for a moment. Fix. All right, here we go. Little Richard Thompson action here. I do want to point out the guitar is not plugged into anything. All sound here is pure hand technique. No, that's not true either.
Is that a dandy one?
No, this is by a company called LAG. And it has a thing in it called a high vibe. It's got effects, but they're acoustic on the top of the guitar. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Bathsheba smiles. She smiles and veins turn to ice. She smiles and heads bow down. She works the room, kisses every victim twice. She spreads her joy around. Do you close your eyes to see miracles? Do you raise your face to kiss angels? Do you float on air to hear oracles? Bathsheba smiles, smiles. No doubt can cross her mind, can cross her mind. Bathsheba knows. She knows you better than yourself. Confess it on your knees. She shares her love, and sharing love is sharing wealth. Dig into your heart as we. Do you close your eyes to see miracles? Do you raise your face to kiss angels? Do you float on air to hear oracles? Bathsheba smiles, smiles, no doubt can cross her mind, can cross her mind. No pain, no gain, the strain, but she never seems hurt. Catwalk pilgrims sing this song, hello heaven and goodbye dirt, and no hair shirt. Do you close your eyes to see miracles? Do you raise your face to kiss angels? Do you float on air to hear oracles? Bathsheba smiles, smiles, no doubt can cross her mind, can cross her mind. Do you close your eyes? Do you raise your face? Bathsheba smiles, smiles. Bathsheba smiles, smiles. Bathsheba smiles, smiles.
Oh, Mike, beautiful. Pat is listening in on YouTube. poor guy was going to be playing today, but is recovering for COVID. Appreciate you listening, Pat. Mike, can you tell us a little more about that song you just played?
About the song itself, well, it's
Whatever
Richard
you want to tell
Thompson,
us,
so
you choose.
it's a mystery, you know. I mean, it's obviously about somebody he's observed doing fundraising kind of stuff. I don't know if it has to do with the record industry or what, but yeah, it's just one of my many favorites of his.
Cool. Great song, Mike. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. And now we move from the west to the east. Mike is, I think, playing from California. I got that right, Mike?
Yeah.
And Dave, you're in Scotland.
I am. Yep.
So thanks for coming all the way over to my house.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. Got stuck in traffic as well. And my name's Dave Mason. Can you imagine that? Stuck in traffic.
Yes.
Anyway.
I was playing with that in my head too. Yes.
Okay, this is a little song called The Ballad of Pleasant Plain. I'm headed east on 28. The sun is gold and blue the sky. This urban sprawl will soon abate. I'll find the country by and by. 30 miles of busy road. Here's my turning once again. Leave behind my heavy load. I'm on the road to Pleasant Plain. Leave behind my heavy load. I'm on the road to Pleasant Plain. They say this used to be the school where teachers taught and children played. Well, I've always thought it rather cool. This old schoolhouse never lost its way. We still share words, we still share songs. Our voices raised in sweet refrain, telling us that we belong. These old folk songs at Pleasant Plain, telling us that we belong. The old folk songs of Pleasant Plain. John and Vicky, awesome hosts. They will welcome you to share a meal. I can't help but see the ghosts in the rafters, in the corners, and I know just how they feel. The warm glows of the setting sun leave dying embers in the sky, and they guide me on towards my home. I know I'll be there by and by. There's a fire burning in my soul. I still feel the music in my veins. Great times, good friends, may it never end out here in Pleasant Plain. Great times, good friends, I hope it never ends out here in Pleasant Plain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. The Ballad
your
of
great Dave?
Pleasant Plain.
That's your
Pleasant
song?
Plain is a small town about 30 miles to the northwest of Cincinnati. And there is a small, the old school buildings have been converted into a music and eating venue called Plain Folk Cafe.
Oh, fun.
And so I used to go out there and play stuff on a Thursday evening. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Your sound was just amazing there too. I mean, just like you, how did your sound style develop?
Okay, so right at the beginning of lockdown, I think a few of us got together to just talk about sound, and especially playing sound on the computer is different to playing sound in a live environment. I think you've got to be really, really careful of your levels online because you start distorting quite soon. So, and I found the way to get a best sound was to mic the guitar rather than plug it in. So I have a mic on the guitar, and I have this vocal mic here. And then the other secret I learned was that you can actually run. I use a Mac, so you can run your sound through GarageBand. So in GarageBand, you can add a little bit of reverb and whatever.
I'm suspecting if I heard you live and in person, I would have the same question for you because you just seem to like really have like focused on like you're making your picking so clear and your vocals. So
Well, I
clear.
think, from my point of view, I think it's great to be a clear picker, and you need to enunciate properly. The worst thing for me is not being able to hear what a singer is singing. But having said that, I think all of us will concur that we are always at the mercy of the sound engineer. And sometimes when you go out and play a gig where they have their own sound engineer, he can make or break your evening, really.
That is true.
As a sound engineer myself, I must concur. We always have the suck button, you know.
Oh, I got so into that I forgot I have to play a song now. I think I will. I think I'll do my. This is the newest of the ones I'm actually playing. Yeah, sometimes I have song ideas and I squash them. And this is one of the song ideas that survived the cut. And it came out of a FedEx delivery that I missed, and there was this little sticker that says, "Pick up the package from Lithicum, Maryland," and I realized I'd never been to Lithicum, Maryland, and so that set off a little songwriting light bulb in my head that then I could just have it be whatever I want, you know, since I could imagine it however I like. Give myself a little permission. Lithica, Maryland, all the kids get ice cream. Lithica, Maryland, everybody follows their dream. Everybody listens to the lyrics of a good song. The women are all respected and strong. In Ithaca, Maryland, everything's alright, alright. Where the truth is I ain't ever been, just makes it sweeter in my imagination. I can imagine a beacon of light. I can imagine that everything's alright. We gotta imagine it so we can set it right. In Ithaca, Maryland, everybody eats healthy. In Ithaca, Maryland, nobody's overly wealthy. Nobody needs a lot, and everybody shares what they got. In Ithaca, Maryland, everything's alright, alright. If you go down there tonight, you see the people dancing in the moonlight. In Ithaca, Maryland, everything's alright. Ithaca, Maryland, everything's alright. In Ithaca, Maryland, everybody thinks critically. In Ithaca, Maryland, everybody evaluates the sources carefully. The discussions are quiet, nuanced and profound. Everybody's searching for common ground. In Ithaca, Maryland, everything's alright. Where the truth is I ain't ever been, just makes it sweeter in my imagination. I can imagine a beacon of light. You gotta imagine it before you can set it right. In Ithaca, Maryland, everybody gets a living wage. In Ithaca, Maryland, even the musicians are overpaid. Everybody is respected, nobody's deported, abused, or neglected. In Ithaca, Maryland, everything's alright. If you go down there tonight, see the people dancing under the moonlight, singing every little thing gonna be alright. Every little thing gonna be alright. Every little thing gonna be alright. In Ithaca, Maryland, everything's alright. The truth is, I ain't ever been, just makes it sweeter in my imagination. I can imagine a beacon of light. We gotta imagine it so we can set it right. We gotta imagine it so we can set it right.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. The funny thing is, last night I picked up my son from the airport, and like my whole goal is to find out as few true facts about Ithaca, Maryland as possible, so I could have this utopia in my mind. But as I was driving the area where the Baltimore airport is, and I noticed signs for Ithaca, Maryland, I realized the airport is in Ithaca, Maryland. And but then I realized, wait, it's okay. It is a magical place because you can literally fly from there. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Mike Simpson.
I look high, I look low. Seems the more I examine, the less I know. I watch you, you watch me. The The more we look, perhaps the less we see. I go far, I go fast. No increase of speed or distance can make things last. I work up, I work in. I drill down to the truth, but the truth feels thin. Every direction is uniquely the same, pointing a heading that never leaves the frame, never escapes the frame. I make time, I make art. Every effort just returns me to the start. I speak blessing, I do sin. Every end unlocks a door where I begin again. I rush off, or I wait. Neither works, I cannot seem to concentrate. Stick the wet, grip the dry. At the end I am alone, and I don't know why. None of my circling motions ever touch, I know. They pass above, or else they pass below, else they pass below. Yet I never think of stopping, never pause the pace. Ever, always, only, constantly running the race. Lack of a destination will not hold me back. I look high, I look low, I watch you, I watch me. I make time, I make art, I speak blessing, I do sin. I rush off or I wait, slick the wet, hold it dry. At the end I am alone and I don't know why. I'm alone but I don't know why. At the end I am alone, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Awesome, Mike.
I
I
like
like
that
how
one.
you kind of figure out like a bass line to play with along with the guitar line. It's nice.
Yeah, on the one little recording of it I made, I play bass, yeah. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, even with just your guitar work, you kind of added a little walking bass line
Yeah,
there.
a little bit in there. Yeah, a little bit. That one's called Insubstantial.
Nice. Did you want to say anything more about it?
Well, hopefully it kind of speaks for itself. You know, it's.
Great song.
I woke up. This is one of my dream songs where I woke up and the whole song was complete out
Wow.
of my head. And as I went from bed to here, the music area, I had this sense that I wasn't real. That I was sort of transparent and, you know, sort of a strangely noetic feeling, you know, kind of thing.
That's interesting.
Hence the title.
Very cool. Great song, Mike. Dave Mason.
Okay, so from Pleasant Plain, we're going to go to Minding Your Head. So I write songs every now and again for a songwriting group on Facebook called Jesse's Well. And last year in October, the song title had to be Mind Your Head. So this is what I got us out of Mind Your Head. So here we go. We could all be heroes, and we don't even need a war. Perhaps we should be sailors, 'cause one day we're gonna have to leave this shore. They'll tell you life is what you make it. What they tell us isn't always what they mean. What's a man to do if a man can't dream? Now Icarus was ill-advised the day he tried to reach the sun. Mistakes are often realized just too late, ask anyone. Did his dad say, mind your head, as he balanced on that ledge? I don't plan on dying, I'm just living on the edge. And the whole world slept while the darkness crept. Finally, I think I understand why Jesus wept. Give me coffee, give me whiskey, give me anything to ease my mind. I would settle for self-confidence, 'cause living can be so unkind. I wish someone would ring my bell. I would write more songs for Jesse's well. It's about as good as things are gonna get, as far as I can tell. Well, I'll never be your savior, even though I'm sleeping in your bed. Won't tell you how to live your life or how to free your mind, your head. This whole world's looking for a guru. Me, I think I would settle for a muse, writing odes to love and fortitude that everybody else could use. And the whole world slept while the darkness crept. It's 3 a.m. on Tuesday, now I know why Jesus wept. There we go, Mind Your Head.
Wow. Did you want to say anything?
Thank you, Janet.
Do you want to say anything else about that one? Oh, you got muted, Dave.
I was just having a chat with my wife yesterday, actually, about songwriters, and I think sometimes songwriters are a little bit too literate. They like someone will say, well, I got onto the bus and I sat down next to the driver and there was a man next to me reading the paper and stuff like that. And I think there are times for songs like that, but sometimes you have to think of a way of saying what I've just said, but in a kind of like a poetic way or a musical way. So I think I was quite impressed with myself about my little verse about Icarus. I thought that was quite clever, but then what can I say?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, there's two sides to the coin too. Like sometimes I feel like sometimes if it gets so abstract that no one can relate, that's not good either, right? But then on the other hand, you wanted to find some sort of interesting twist to get people to perceive it like in a different way, and you did that in that song. That was really nice.
You know, I'm always reminded of the books they made us read at school. You know, The Great Gatsby and things like that. You know, and you sometimes wonder when F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote that book, whether he actually was thinking those things when he wrote those, that they made us look for it in school, you know, or did they discover those things afterwards? You know, it's I always wonder about that, because sometimes
I'm
authors,
sure it's
because sometimes authors will say, well, that's not what I meant when I wrote the book, you know. But anyway,
Yeah, I mean, like the same thing happens with like the Bible and the Constitution and all these things. Like
Exactly.
people go
Yeah.
afterwards, and that's
Yeah, we
okay
see.
in some ways. Like I think that's good if it promotes. If you wrote something that promotes like people to think about it and talk about it and have a discussion, that's not a bad thing. So, I like how you also are very specific with like you talked about the Pleasant Cafe in the first song, and you talked about the Jesse's Well in this one. And can you maybe talk a little bit about like using specificity? I can't even say it in your
Okay,
songwriting.
specifics. You mean,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Specificity.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's important, if you can, to mention real people or real places in some of your songs that people can relate to, because my next song that I'm going to sing tonight, I mention a place that I've never been to in my life. When I was writing the song, I went down in my car and I got my road atlas out, because I was looking for an interesting looking place name that I could use in the song. And I ended up finding a place called Freedom, New Hampshire. And I had no clue. I mean, I have been up to New Hampshire, but I hadn't been to Freedom itself and Lake Ossipee, which is close by. And so I was able to mention both of these places in the song. And then one Sunday I was playing at a farmer's market in Cincinnati, and one of the stall owners came to me afterwards and said, have you ever been to Lake Ossipee? And I said, no, I haven't. He said, we go there every vacation. And in fact, Ronnie Stolzberg was telling me she used to go there to a youth camp when she was growing up. So it's quite nice to be able to mention places and things. And of course, the Jesse's Well one, I was quite. I wanted to include that because it was a song for that Jesse's Well group, you know.
Yeah, I was just thinking about because actually we just went to Allentown yesterday, and I was wondering if people liked or didn't like the Billy Joel song. But we went to a restaurant and they played the song Allentown while we were at the restaurant. So apparently it worked. They liked it. All right. Well, I guess I better play a song. Um,
Just one comment for Dave. One of the things I like about good songwriters is that they have both economy and precision of language, and you display both of those really, really well.
Yeah, Mike, you are like an amazing interviewer too on Open Mic America. Like you're just like that, you kind of blow me away with like that. That's really good.
Yeah, Mike. Thank you very much. I was brought up with a 3-minute rule. You know, that's where when I started out singing in folk clubs and stuff like that, it was you got to finish your song in 3 minutes. And now we've become a little less kind of strict as far as that. But I still think pushing past 4 minutes is you're pushing it. And then importantly, you need to have a start, a story, and a finish. You can't. Well, unless you want to write a song, you can write a song that specifically you want to leave people dangling at the end. But most songs, people like it to have.
Yeah, but one per set, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's cool. It works for you. I'm a little looser with my songwriting style, but that's just me. But I think it's good to have to set that up. I mean, it's certainly a good thing to keep in mind. I definitely like cut stuff. Like if my songs get long, I might not always cut it under 4 minutes necessarily, but I'll cut some stuff. I'll cut verses. I'll cut the number of choruses and combine stuff because I do try to respect people's time, you know, and yeah. Anyway, I want to do this one. I think it's speaking of places and traveling, and this one I wrote based on a road sign that I saw near me that says you're driving out of Baltimore westward, and you see this road sign on Route 70. It says 850 miles to St. Louis, 1,700 miles to Denver, 2,200 miles to Cove Fort, wherever that is. And I did 3,000 Miles to California, so I took a little fictional liberty for my song. But whenever you see that song, you think, oh, wow, I can keep driving and see all these places. Of course, like while I was on the road yesterday, I was like, oh, man, I'm ready to get off the road, you know. So it can be sort of, the reality can sometimes be tougher than the dream. And there's been a lot of kind of musical songs about that, like the Rocky Road to Dublin or the Long Road to Nashville and that type of thing. So I think it's a good metaphor because we do feel like we're kind of on a journey sometimes. Yeah. Our soul signs at 3,000 miles to California, and I got the urge to go. How's I know the road would be this bumpy? How's I know the going would be this slow? Well, it's a long, long road, and we're driving in the dark. It's a long, long road, romance written in our hearts. It's a long, long road. So keep a light that spark. I saw them playing on the TV. They struck 3 chords, G, C, and G. They made it look so damn easy. It's never that way for me. They say the journey of 1,000 miles starts with 1 step. What about steps 2 through 999? What happens when you get so worn down and tired out? You no longer even feel like trying. Well, it's a long, long road, and we're driving in the dark. It's a long, long road. Where we end is where we start. It's a long, long road. So keep a light that spark. What happens when you finally get there? When you finally realize your dream, and the grass in the Garden of Eden, you don't turn out to be that green. You've always been there. No. Do you realize you'll never get there? There's always more to be learning. Do you realize you've always been there? The journey's ends, the journey ends. 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 And it's a long, 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 long road. So keep a light that spark.
Wow, that's lovely.
Thank you so much.
It sure is a long road.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting because I think part of like what makes this music thing we do special is that it's so not easy, you know, like it makes it like very demanding of ourselves, sort of like relationships, like they're hard, right? But they make you work on yourself to make yourself a better person, and like I feel like music is like that for a lot of us. Like we kind of have to craft ourselves as well as craft our craft.
Oh, sure.
Since
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I'm glad that one resonated with you. Mike Simpson.
All right. Every once in a while, I'll go back through the old stack of what used to be vinyl but is now electrons, and listen to old songs that are favorites, and try to get kind of reductionist on it, kind of try to boil them down to their bones, kind of thing. And this is one of my favorite Neil Young tunes, and it's pretty much down to the bones here. I think I better go back home and take it easy. There's a woman I'd like to get to know living there. Everybody seems to wonder what it's like down here. I gotta get away from this day-to-day running around. Everybody knows this is nowhere. La, 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 la. Everybody knows. La, 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 la. Every time I think about back home, it's cool and breezy. I wish that I could be there right now, just passing time. Everybody seems to wonder what it's like down here. I gotta get away from this day-to-day running around. Everybody knows this is nowhere. La la la, la 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 la. Everybody knows. La la la, la 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 la. Everybody knows. La la la, la 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 la.
Nice, Mike. I don't know if I know that one. That's a Neil Young song, you said?
Yeah, it's off of the album of the same name. It's one of his very earliest.
I don't think I knew that one. That's good. He's got a lot of songs, so it's very...
Yes, so that's true data, as they say.
Nice one, Mike. Dave Mason.
Yeah, so the story behind this song is Stephen Sondheim's song "Send in the Clowns." I used to walk my daughter to school, and once I dropped her at school, I used to put my earbuds in and listen to a podcast by a guy called Artie Martello. Artie is up in upstate New York, and he used to run, and maybe he still does, run a podcast called Mostly Folk. And So he played a song by, he played Stephen Sondheim's Send in the Clowns, a version that was done by the English group, the Tiger Lilies. And I just got this weird feeling in my, or this weird thought in my head when I was walking home. What happens to a circus clown when he loses his job? And so this is a song for a circus clown. Nobody comes to the circus no more. We are yesterday's heroes, today's dinosaurs. The animals smell the tentaleaks when it pours. We are no more entertainment. Still we eked out a living for as long as we could. I am thinking that this time we'll be gone for good. Society is changing and we are driftwood, washed up and so inconvenient. I joined the circus when I was 15. I made people laugh with my foolish routine, and I fell in love with the next year's May Queen. Oh, her innocent beauty beguiling. I lost my job when the circus closed down. Now what's there to do for an old circus clown? 'Cause nobody's laughing in this wretched town. As I sit beneath a grey weeping sky, my makeup is running and I don't really care. My clown suit's soaked through, there's a chill in the air. All the folks rushing by me, well, they stop and they stare. But the rain hides the tears in my eyes. Where have the years gone? My, how time flies. Being a clown is the perfect disguise. 'Cause she danced with the devil and I lost my prize. I still see her in my dreams, smiling. Now freedom, New Hampshire is no place to be for a clown with no business round Lake Ossipee. So I guess I'll head east to the sand and the sea, and across the Canadian frontier. If I persevere, will I learn how to smile? Rediscover the world through the eyes of a child. Or find love again on Prince Edward's Isle. But just who's fooling whom is unclear here. My dreams, like the circus, they soon will be gone. She was my hope and my strength to go on. But I laid her to rest down in Cimarron. Oh, my sweet Kansas rose, ever shining. Nobody comes to the circus no more.
Wow.
Song for a circus clown. Thank you.
I didn't catch what the last thing you just said.
I just said song for a circus clown.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing. Did you do you feel like that people can relate to the clown, like, you know, when you write that? Is that, or is you kind of more? Are you kind of picturing more people will like kind of think of the clown or as an other or themselves?
Well, I think that my feeling on that song is more me. I think it's easy to sit. I do busking and stuff like that. I used to play, as I say, in the States in farmers markets. When you although you're making a noise and you're there, you're sometimes invisible. You kind of like whatever.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think that people get uncomfortable dealing with other people's hardship, maybe. So the fact that he's just sitting in town and he's not got any business there, and he's in the rain and his makeup is running. I thought that's a bit tongue-in-cheek, because obviously if he left the circus he would have taken his makeup off, but
No,
his
that's
clown
the
suit as
metaphor,
well,
and
I
the
think.
sky
But,
is weeping, and
but the fact that he could hide his tears in the rain and stuff like that. And also I think the other thing is that a clown, we always think of clowns as happy people, but this is kind of trying to put forward here like a normal man's life, a man who fell in love with a young girl and she got involved in drugs. She danced with the devil. She died. He had to bury her down in Kansas, and I think it's kind of like a bit of a dichotomy, because we always tend to think of clowns as funny and laughing and whatever. So
there's also the sad clown thing.
there is the sad clown. Sure. Yeah.
But yours is actually, I feel, more effective, because it's almost like not the happy clown and not the sad clown either. Completely, like not the parody of a sad clown, right? Yours is feels like a real person, like, you know.
Yeah, well, I think we're all clowns, really. As performers, we just haven't got the makeup on, although some of us have.
We're trying to entertain. We're trying to get attention. We're right, and in fact, you could say all humans are like that, right?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Like everybody, even if you're not a performer, you're still trying to be social. You're still trying to please people. You're still, sometimes getting frustrated with that.
There's a powerful subtext in there about how working in a nasty environment and where you're not appreciated and stuff can affect the rest of your life very strongly.
Yeah. I think that's also, Mike, as a sign of a good song is if you write a song and over the months and years as you play it, you kind of find things in it that you think, wow, and then you wonder, then you start wondering, did I subconsciously know that when I wrote that, or is this something that's just, because you can go off on a tangent and drive yourself crazy if you start thinking like that.
Yeah, I think the other thing that can happen, actually, this, one reason I kind of value discussions like this is because I feel like the other thing that can happen is you can sort of evolve your thoughts on something, right? And like find things that you didn't even realize, like, oh wow, this part of the song, and then sometimes a new song will develop out of something you discovered in that old song, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
Or
what kind of part of the reason I
somebody
like
can
to
come
keep
to you.
writing so much is like, I mean, I have enough songs now that I could play like a 6 hour concert, and mostly I play 3 song open mics, or two or 3 song open mics. But I like to keep writing partly because I feel like I'm sort of like having this ongoing conversation with myself in some ways, right? Like, and like, well, but what about this and what about that? So
Yeah,
I appreciate
yeah.
you guys. Like, this is a ton of fun. So this type of stuff I love. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna spotlight myself now, and I think I'll do. Wait. I think I have to remove your spotlights. There we go. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is another conflict resolution one. In that tuning I started out with. This is like my conflict resolution tuning. I don't know why. And this one's called Words. And yeah, it's kind of got that lost feeling. Like you can hear the guitar chord, it kind of sounds lost, right? And like when you can't quite find the words to articulate what you're feeling, and like that frustration. And it kind of also goes back to the first song where I talk about like the speed of language can have an impact, and like maybe like slowing down and then having the bravery to say what you really need to say. I can't find I can't find the words. I, who am so good with words, can't find them. How absurd. Like this blind fish in that cave. What was it I was trying to say? I put my foot in my... What do you call it? I can't find I can't find the words. Too fast words shoot down straight on past, out of my mouth and into your mind. Now I can't seem to rewind. I want to take them back again. Why can't I take them back again? Too slow, words won't go. Pressure builds up like a volcano. Words scalding, burning hearts, burning bones. Let me take them back again. I can't find I can't find I can't find the words. Somehow I find the words. Somehow I say what I need to say. Somehow I find the words. Somehow I gotta be who I need to be. Somehow. And then I wonder what was really so hard anyway. I mean, it wasn't so difficult. I just had to speak up like an adult. I mean, what I can't find I can't Thank you so much. Yeah, speaking of like realizing something in your song that you kind of hadn't realized before, it's like when sometimes I'll be singing a verse, I'll be like, oh, that could also mean this. I was just thinking when I sang that second verse about like how I wanted to rewind the words back again and take back what I said. I can't find the words. It literally just occurred to me that could also have the alternative meaning of like I can't find the words that I just shot out, and I want to take those words and bring them back. I hadn't even thought of it that way. So yeah, it's fun to discover stuff in your own songs sometimes, because I think the songs are a lot smarter. That they're like that's like the beauty of them. They're like kind of part of our subconscious mind that shoots out ahead of us, and then when we're exploring them, we're kind of exploring like our own best moments where we were like really like focused on something, and and then when we live our day-to-day lives, we can never stay like at that level of attentiveness all the time on all aspects, and like so it kind of reminds us of something important that like our song wanted us to remember. And the other good thing is because we have to practice a song so many times and then perform them so many times, that it gives us like all this time to sort of reflect on whatever it is we're trying to tell ourselves. Mike Simpson.
Yeah, I just picked up a different song than I was going to do. I added this one in based on the inspiration of Dave Mason's song about the clown.
Cool.
This one's about working in an unfriendly environment as well, and however, the unfriendly environment is one that many people think, oh my God, that would be the best job in the world. Could there be anything possibly better than working in the video game industry? And I'm here to tell you, yes, there could. There could be a lot of things better than that. It's called the Digital Range. It's quiet tonight on the digital range. Mouse clicks and keystrokes are all you can hear. There's a heady perfume as the ship date comes round, a miasma of caffeine and fear. We ride our virtual pony on the digital range where the deer and the antelope are rendered in 3D, and we squander our youth and we sleep in our cubes as the web doggies slowly pass by. Dawn comes to the sky on the digital range. We don't notice we've been there for hours. Then riding on home down the freeways we roam, and hope our penny stocks someday will flower. We ride our virtual ponies on the digital range where the deer and the antelope are just Z-buffered wrong. We squander our youth and we sleep in our cube as the web doggies slowly pass by. Another product is shipped across the digital range. The ponies all wander about. We look out for signs there may come a new herd, and we all send our resumes out. We ride our virtual ponies on the digital ring, where the deer and the antelope are layered PhDs, and we squander our youth, and we sleep in our queues as the web doggy slowly pans by. Yodeling you, yodeling
Woo! Mike, did you literally have a job like that
Many.
in the video game industry?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's
I
interesting.
in fact was the last one out of the door on 7 different small video game companies that failed and closed their doors.
Sorry that about that.
You know that well. The young ones don't, but us. I was a bit older than most of them, and I knew that going in was the risk.
Oh, looks like Gaia is here. I'll send you a message, Gaia, and we can get you on here.
Hello,
Um,
hello, Joseph.
Hi.
Dave.
All right. Dave is up next, and then I'll add Gaia to the lineup here.
I think I got your time zone wrong.
Yeah, that's okay. You're gonna. Are you ready right after Dave
For
to
how
do
many
it?
how many songs?
We do
Gaia.
one at a time.
Hey. Oh, good. Okay, yeah. Hi. Hi, Dave.
Okay. All right, Dave Mason.
Oh, well, good to see Gaia here. I don't think I've seen her since yesterday. What can I say? This Zoom world is really great. So my next little song. So we were talking about people and places that, or mentioning place names and things. And this is a song really that's about a thunderstorm. Really, that's all it's really about. So I grew up in South Africa on the escarpment of South Africa that they call the Highveld in South Africa. So Johannesburg is situated about 1,800 meters, 6,000 feet above sea level. So it's quite high. And when you live there, you don't notice that. But we used to get really these kind of pop-up thunderstorms that used to come through in the summer where the sky would suddenly go black and thunder and lightning, and then the rain would hurtle down for like 30 minutes, and then the storm would be over. And I wanted to try and share with people in the Zoom world a little bit about South Africa and the culture and whatever. So South Africa has 13 official languages, and 2 of which are white languages, English and Afrikaans. And then the rest are Bantu languages or African languages. And the African people who live on the east coast of southern Africa, so the Xhosa, the Zulus, the Swazis, and the Ndebele people all belong to one group called the Nguni people. And before the missionaries arrived in South Africa, the Ngunis believed that everything in the universe came from Umvelinkangi. So this is a little song called Umvelinkangi. All the heavens are on fire, a raging livid hue. of tempered steel or twilight shades of black and blue. The air roars like a freight train or the crashing of the seas. I can feel it hot and heavy with foreboding and unease. And the trees, like giant dancers putting on a show, wave their arms in supplication as the tempest blows. Then all at once the lightning flashes, streaks across the sky. Then the thunder rolls and crashes like an ancient battle cry. Velkange, velkange, velkange. The rain, the blessed rain is falling, rain is pouring down. Sheets of dappled water, the magician's silver gown. I hear the rumbling drumbeat on the rooftops, on the ground. The deep pulsating rhythm, the cacophony of sound, are the sweet savanna grasslands touched by summer rain. I know these smells will stay with me forever in my brain. I am just a grain of sand upon the ebbing, flowing tide of these forces of creation, unpredictable and wild. Velkange, velkange, velkange. Maba moana waresa, abantu bako baezwa. Umoya iasitulela, imvula iasibusisa. And suddenly it's over. The storm has come and gone. The air is fresh and clean again. My world is filled with song. All the birds that hid so silent as they sheltered in the fray now sing their jubilation to the wonder of this day. Velkange, velkange, velkange. There we go, velkange.
Oh,
Very
wow.
nice, dude.
That was
Very
gorgeous.
nice.
Did you want to tell us more about that one?
Yeah. So one of the things that struck me being during lockdown when we started these Zoom sessions is that you weren't necessarily with somebody on the same continent, and also you weren't even often with people in the same hemisphere. So I came across a couple of other South Africans on Zoom, not very many, but and I thought maybe it would be a great song for them to relate to, and also just as a little bit of a lesson to be able to teach. You know, it's great to go to folk clubs here in the UK and sing a song like this because it's interesting for people. They've never heard that. They fascinated by the clicks. I'm not very good at the clicks, but they're fascinated by the clicks. It's just by the way, the clicks, the Zulus and the Xhosa people incorporate in their language the clicks. They got the clicks from the Bushmen or the San people who lived in southern Africa before they arrived there, and they didn't treat one another well. They didn't treat the Bushman people very well, but they actually incorporated the clicks into their language. So yeah, so it's just like a bit of a history lesson, although it's really just a song about a thunderstorm.
It's beautiful too. And the was that an alternate tuning that you were playing?
This is an alternate tuning, yeah. So it's a tuning that I got from Mary Chapin Carpenter.
One of my favorites.
Not personally from Mary Chapin Carpenter, but
I get it. I don't know Joni Mitchell, but I borrowed some from her.
Mary Chapin Carpenter has. I think she personally. I think she wrote the saddest song ever. It's a little song called "Goodbye Again,"
Yeah.
and I was trying to learn that for. I was trying to learn that song for a friend of mine in North Carolina who is suffering from cancer, and she really liked that song. So I found out that the tuning and I figured out how to play it, so I could go down and play it down there. And I've used it in a few songs actually. So I think, are we going to do another round?
Yeah, we'll do one.
So on my next song, I'll use the same tuning as well. And so it's starting from the bass string. It's D, A, C sharp, E, A, E.
Wow, yeah, that's interesting. I haven't used that one. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. That was beautiful, Dave. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Gaia, do we want to do a quick sound check here?
Sure. Oh, the
Yeah.
leaves.
Yeah, it sounded good. All right. Gaia.
All right. So I wrote this song quite some time ago, actually, and I decided. Oh, I just realized Dave's heard this song before. I decided that I was going to put 108 verses to it. He said maybe I should count it out and do 108 different syllables or 108 words or something, but maybe. But anyway, I wrote it because I recognized at that time, still relevant, that everything in this earth, if we really looked at it from the bigger picture, from the perspective of maybe the universal God, goddess, whatever we want to call them, whatever, that everything is the same. All the religions are the same. Everything is the same. So that's why I wrote this song. It's called Into One. I did a marathon of Zooms yesterday. I did six Zooms starting yesterday morning at 7 a.m. at Cowboy Rex's. And then I went all night and I took an hour and 45-minute nap when most people were going to bed sleeping in Hawaii Standard Time. Got up and did Australia in the middle of the night. And then at 2:30 in the morning, we ended Australia. And then I slept again. So I've only had about 5 hours of sleep now. And my voice sounds like my deep morning voice. But it changes as the day goes by. Okay. Into One. All the leaves and all of the flowers, all the roots, branches, stems of the trees, all the parts of our life in nature will turn, will turn, will turn into one. All the peoples of all the religions, all the colors and shades of our skin, all the times we've been taught separation, now we heal the separation within. All our teachers and all of our gurus, all the ways that we thought that we knew, all the times that I've searched to find answers, Now I've turned that searching over to you. We keep turning and turning, turning and turning and turning. We keep turning and turning, turning and turning, till we've turned into one. We will turn into one. We will turn into one.
Oh, beautiful guy. Do you want to tell us a little bit more
Mahalo.
about that one?
Lovely.
Yeah. Um, there's a beautiful recording of this song with an amazing musician named Tom Cherry, who lived here in Hawaii for many years, and then he moved back to San Diego, where he and I are both from. And he put all kinds of beautiful instrumentation onto this song, and we made a recording of it. I bought a minivan recently, and I decided to trust my intuition, which I know, Joseph, you love this kind of stuff too, like me. And I just put my hands on some old CDs of mine because I haven't had a CD player in a vehicle in, I don't know, 20 years or something. But this new minivan has one, new to me and old to the universe. And I popped it in there to play for the first time, and this song was on that. It ended up being that CD that Tom and I made with all of my original music, with his incredible everything, all the instruments that he plays on it. So that felt really auspicious. So that's the only tape I play in the minivan. And yeah, it feels good. I forget sometimes, Joseph, that I'm a songwriter
Hmm,
because I do, these days, in these last 5, 6 years, whatever, Zoom, I do so much cover. I do cover tunes. Everybody thinks, okay, just cover, cover. And I like doing that a lot.
sure.
But I've written 40 or 50 different songs.
Wow, I hadn't realized you'd written that many songs.
Yeah, I know, because I never do them. And so,
Yeah, yeah, you should do yours more often. I like hearing I like hearing yours.
thank you. That's what the guys in Australia were saying last night. You got to write more songs, write more songs. And I went, yeah, you're right. I just have to set the time aside to do it.
Well,
And
if
you
you don't
know,
mind sending the info about, I'm kind of curious about these Australian Zooms. I
of
haven't done any
course,
of those, so I'd love to try one of those sometime.
Dave Mason does that Zoom sometimes too.
Yeah, yeah. If you, yeah, send me any Zooms you do, because I think you know probably about a bunch that I don't know about.
I know
And
lots of them.
that would be fun. I haven't played with anyone from South Africa. I haven't played with anyone from Australia, so I'd love to do that.
Well, thank you for letting me share.
Oh, sure. And we got one more round, so I hope you can stick around for one more.
Okay. Are you just doing original music at this?
You can do anything you want. You can do cover. You can do originals.
Okay.
So wher you're feeling, it's your choice. That's
I'm feeling
no
my
108
morning
verse songs though.
sickness.
There is a strict 2 hour limit per song.
Yeah, that was the 108 verse song, and I only did three of them.
Three, you can do three. That's fine. We were just talking about like sometimes less is more with songs. You know, like some of the songs that stretch on for like 20 verses, and it's like, okay, I think we could have gotten the idea of the first three. You know.
I probably shouldn't say this because you're taping, right? And this is going to show up, and people are going to have access to it, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is on YouTube right now. So if everyone goes to YouTube, you can hit the share button there. If everyone goes to Facebook, you there's a link to the YouTube, and you can hit the share button there.
So here's something that I should never say because I know that now. It's always in Zoom the people that are the worst. They're not even musicians that take up the most time. Have you ever noticed that? There's certain ones that they will go on for 10, 12 minutes on something, and everyone's just,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
this
That
is my
definitely
time to
happens.
take the bathroom break, go have the cup of tea, everything. Sorry, I'm
That
bad
is
that way.
hilarious.
I'm a bad girl that way.
That's hilarious. All right. So I think for my last one, I'm gonna do this one, uh, which I wrote during the pandemic. It's called Job's Song, and it's about someone who lost somebody, and then this is like a character song. Like this is nothing actually I've had to go through yet, thankfully. But like the character in the song, lost somebody, and then he's feeling kind of very stuck in himself. And I feel like this character has kind of been stuck in himself for a long time, but somehow through this grief and through the process of the song, he gets a little unstuck and starts reaching out for himself a little bit. It's called Job's Song. Sometimes I call out, then I realize nobody can hear. Sometimes I reach out, realize nobody's even there. Sometimes I weep, then I realize nobody even cares. I don't know how I got here, but here I am, Lord, here I am. Here I am, here I am, like Job before me. Here I am, here I am. What the hell do you want from me? Some people get it, they'll be your angel, they'll be there for you when you're in need. Some people get it, but then they're gone, Lord. You didn't even get to tell them how much they mean. So here I am, here I am, like Job before me. Here I am, here I am. Is this what you need from me? I wanna be somebody's angel, be there for them when they're in need. I wanna be somebody's angel, be there for them when they bleed. So here I am. very much. Oh man, yeah, that one. That's like a personal one for me, because I feel like there was a point in my life where I was very much like that main character, where I was like kind of just focused on my own needs, and it's a process and an effort. But I try to remind myself, like as a teacher, as a family member, and as a human being, try to reach out a little bit outside of myself, and remember that it's not really about me. It's more about that. It's about that connection and everybody reaching out to each other and being each other's angels.
I've always experienced you in Zooms as someone who, if you had chosen a different career in your life,
Mm.
it, it would have been, it would have served the universe well had you chosen one of my main careers, which was as a psychotherapist. You would have made
Mm.
a terrific psychotherapist. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm like really like psychology. That is like one of my big fascinations. I'm reading a book right now called "The Body Keeps the Score" about like trauma. But it's like and I listen to this podcast all the time, the Hidden Brain podcast. The mind, like that's like, I mean, because like we are our minds, right? So like it's, to me, it's just this fascinating topic, like how we perceive things, and it's you would you would think we would know our own minds, but it's like probably the thing we know almost the least in some ways.
And and you're like a student, a lifetime student, like Dave and I are here too, of consciousness.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was, thinking consciously, which I respect so much about you. And I always imagine that you're an amazing father with your kids.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I try, and I've had moments where I failed, and but
Oh, well,
it's a process.
welcome to the human race.
If
Anyway,
you
I
don't
just wanted to
fail, you
say
ain't
that to
trying hard enough.
you.
What's that, Mike?
I
If you
said, if
aren't
you don't
feeling,
fail, you ain't trying hard enough.
That's true. That's true.
it's great. Anyway, I wanted to say those things to you. I think them all the time when I see you in Zooms. Yeah.
That's nice, guy. I really appreciate that. Mike Simpson.
This one is, yes, it's exactly about what you think it's about. But first, it's about dancing. First time out, you looked at me so, with smoke in your eyes, so that I would know. Said it's nice holding hands. I can tell you got plans, but I'm gonna go unless we get up and dance, dance, dance. Later in the kitchen, when supper was done, we washed all the dishes one by one, and we scrubbed up the pots, set them to dry. I said, hey, look, we dance when we don't even try. Dance, dance. Put my hands on your shoulders, your hands on my hips. Gonna spin you double, put that smile on your lips. Dip me down to the bottom, twirl you fast once more. Bounce and swing. Put on a show on the floor, dance, dance. And then, when the band plays slow, I pull you close, making sure that you know. Put my hand in your hip pocket, you put your hand in mine, and we're out the door. Like closing time, dancing. Through the door at home together, I carry you in my arms, just like bridegrooms do. We're held firm together, leaving nothing to chance. shoulders, the hands on your hips. Wanna kiss you hard, put that smile on your lips. Hold you tight, dip you down to the floor. Dancing, dancing, dancing in your arms on the floor. Dancing, swing and sway, dance, dance. It's our natural way, dance, dance. As we move along, dance, dance. Dance, dance.
Woo! I love that, Mike. Did you want to say more about that one?
Oh well, hopefully the notion got across.
I love it.
Yeah, I
Great
did.
one
I
to
did have a. I have a community of people from the California Coast Music Camp that you know, we go to camp once or twice a year, and once, twice, or three times a year. I haven't been for a while, but I still see them, and I still go to the retreat where there's no classes or anything like that. We all just get together and we do whatever, you know. And I played that song at the. They have a circle for, you know, play your newest song kind of a thing. I played that, and one of the people there looked at me. She said, "Mike, you wrote a song about sex." And I looked at her. I said, "You know, all of my songs are about sex."
That's awesome. I
As
love
my
it.
friend
Oh,
Bob
God, I guess
Heinlein
I
once
didn't.
said, you know, that sex is what drives human creativity. I
I
believe
guess
that.
I didn't listen carefully enough because I thought it was about dancing.
Well, it is.
I'm so naive.
I guess it depends on the type of dance.
It's just I got a big gap in my brain or something. It's a great
I,
song, though.
I,
I liked it.
I feel your pain, guy. I feel your pain.
No, I don't know Mike that well. He's one of the few people I don't know in, 20 year, 30 different Zooms, and it's nice to hear you and meet you.
Absolutely.
I
Thank
think
you.
I've encountered you before sometime in the last 5, 6 years, but maybe only
Yeah,
once or
I've
twice.
seen you in other Zooms
Yeah,
here
not
and there.
very often. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see him a lot on here, especially if you start doing more of these, guy. Mike, hopefully will continue to return. I haven't chased him off yet, so hopefully I'll keep
Well,
coming
it's
back.
a really good song. I really enjoyed it, and I really love the quilt that's next to it. It looks like something my mother's mother would have made. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Joseph,
Yeah,
look at it.
both this quilt over here and that quilt over there, and several others in the house are made by a lady named Anne Pasquale, a mighty folk singer.
Oh,
You don't
cool.
mind
I love quilting. Thank you. I'm going to mute.
All right, Dave Mason.
Okay, so as we were saying earlier about the different tunings and stuff. So as I say, I was in this song, this tuning from Mary Chapin Carpenter, and I used to be involved in a folk club in Cincinnati, and one of my friends asked me if I was going to stay and watch the main act one night, and I said, I don't know. Is she good? And he said, I don't know. I've never seen her, but he said, I'm looking for inspiration to write a new song. And I thought, I'd never, it was like one of those light bulb moments. I'd never thought of listening to people perform just to give me an idea to write a song. But I suppose that's what we do. I felt a little bit stupid afterwards because, most of us have favorite songwriters or performers, and I guess we will always try and imitate them to a certain degree, or the style of their songwriting, style of their songs is what appeals to us. So, as I say, I had the guitar in this strange tuning when I got home, so I wrote this song. And just going back to the last comment about sex, is I thought all dancing was about sex, but there we go. Who am I to say? But this is a little song about being inspired by someone performing. inspired in life, because sometimes you can come away, and most of us will go to a concert hoping to come away feeling inspired. And this is a little song called My Reverie, and it's about being inspired by singer-songwriters. So here we go. Oh, hush my soul, she's painting daydreams, yellows, reds and gold, and lilac moonbeams. She speaks to me, so innocent and so carefree. How can it be? I close my eyes, yet I can see her fantasies, her fantasies. Moments in time, uncomplicated, just one fishing line, and now I'm captivated. She fills my mind with memories long left behind. Is she some kind of mystic creature sent to find my reverie? My sweet minstrel queen, weave your magic webs tonight of life in between the interludes of black and white. You let me see the colors of the setting sun, the cottonwood tree, waiting for the rains to come and set it free. You set me free. Here we go. My
wow.
Reverie.
Oh yeah.
That was an emotional experience. Thank you. Want to tell us more about that one?
Yes, so the girl I went to see perform, or the girl who performed at our folk club that night, is an Ohioan. Her name is Megan B, B-E-E, and you'll find her music on meganbmusic.com, I think it is. Anyway, Megan was she's a school teacher, and she during her vacation time she travels around the U.S. in a little minivan and writes songs about people she meets and things that she's seen, and so a lot of those things are incorporated in the song. So she was talking about the sunsets on the red rocks of Arizona. So I mentioned yellows, reds, and golds, and then she had another song about it, dreams, purple dreams or something. So I have lilac moonbeams. She has tells a funny story about a man she met who had been married, was married 9 times, and she said, "Oh my gosh," she said, doesn't it scare you, or doesn't it put you off getting married again and again?" And he said his answer was, "No, as long as I can go fishing, I'm a happy man." And so I've got that just one fishing line, and now I'm captivated because. And then she also reminded me a little bit about a little bit of me when I was her age, starting off and with all these dreams of changing the world with song and stuff. And then the last verse is. She mentioned the cottonwood. She sang a song about the cottonwood trees, because some of the trees in the deserts can go dormant and lie dormant for months, if not years, before waiting for the rains to come, and then they suddenly burst back into life. So that's why I mentioned the cottonwood tree waiting for the rains to come. And yeah,
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you, Dave. Oh man, this has been a treat getting to hear so more than the usual number of songs out of you and Mike. This has been a lot of fun, and Gaia, I'm so glad you were able to join us. And you get the last word, Gaia. Take
Sure.
us. You're going to take us out.
Okay. We have 3 minutes or something. I get a 3-minute song.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
That was absolutely beautiful, Dave. I keep thinking about that guy's fishing, if he's fishing for other wives and if he's allowed to at the time, or if he's actually getting the space to go fishing. But there's not enough time to go into that if I'm going to sing this Mary Chapin Carpenter song. So I'll just sing the song. Okay, here we go. Without the omnicord at this point because the batteries are going low and it's going, Costco, Costco, get Costco delivery. I need batteries. They have a sale on double A's right now. Yay. Well, I know it ain't been roses lately. Baby, it's just been thorns. And no matter what we do, nothing seems to change. Love has always been my shelter. For you it's been a storm. But for a while I thought we'd almost beat the rain. Now there's a hole here in my pocket where all my dreams have gone, falling out like so many nickels and dimes. And last of all, you've always been my good luck charm. I should have known that luck's a waste of time. 'Cause it don't bring you love if you don't love. And it don't bring you time if you ain't got time. And it don't bring you strength, baby, if you ain't strong. And it won't bring you kindness if you ain't kind. Now there's a whole lot in life we can be unsure of. But there's one thing I can safely say I know, that of all the things that finally desert us, pride is always the last thing to go. But it won't bring you love if you don't love. And it won't bring you time if you ain't got time. And it won't bring you strength, oh baby, if you ain't strong. And it won't bring you kindness if you ain't kind. And now I wish you only roses without the thorns. And I hope your dreams are always within reach. And I wish you shelter, oh baby, from all your storms. They scared you, but they never seemed to teach. that I can't bring you love if you don't love, and I can't bring you time if you ain't got time, and I can't bring you strength, baby, if you ain't strong, and I can't bring you kindness if you ain't kind, and I can't bring you kindness if you ain't kind. Mary Chapin Carpenter. It don't bring you.
Yeah, Mary Chapin Carpenter is brilliant. One of my favorite
Very nice
ones.
interpretation there, Gaia.
Wow, that was a great version of that.
Close I came to the bewitching hour.
All
I'm
right.
very time conscious. It's my upbringing.
What
Oh,
time you got there now, Gaia?
oh my God, we're in these seats now. We're gonna
We're in
we'll
immersive mode
bring on
now.
the judge. I
What
Yeah,
think
what time what time you got, Gaia?
9:01 a.m. Yeah. Look at
and
us.
here it's
Wow.
3 p.m. How about for you, Dave?
It's just gone 8 p.m.
And you, Mike?
Noon.
Well, how are we supposed to get along if we can't all even agree what time it is?
Even Janet's in a chair, sort of. Look at Janet. She's got her own chair.
Janet, what time is it for you?
Just gone 10 o'clock at night.
All right.
We are
But
spread out.
we're all on this spinning planet. I think we proved it. Guys, this has been a brilliant afternoon for me. I know you would disagree about what time it is, but I'm the one who's right because my perspective is the valid one.
That's
It is
right.
3 p.m. I'm in America, so like everything is centered around us. So so anyway, no, guys, this has been a brilliant, brilliant afternoon. I appreciate you all, and hope you all sign up for another one. And as Dave Mason wrote in the chat, keep on singing, keep on writing, keep on performing.
And
It's
Joseph Isaacs, I'm sure all of us will echo the fact that we're very grateful to you for running this and
oh, thank
doing
you.
all the arrangements and a lot of hard work, I happen to know.
It's
So,
it's fun work though if you can get it. And,
yeah.
sign up for another's, and yeah, we'll see, I hope it won't be too long before I see you at the next one. Take care.
Dave Mason, I just sent you a quick chat message. Got it? Okay, good. Joseph, thank you, my friend. And are we
Thank you.
about to vote on something here?
Yeah, I'm gonna close it up. If you don't mind emailing me about those Australia
I
open
will.
mics and so forth, I'd
I'm
love
going
to
to
hear about
send
that.
you his whole newsletter. It's lengthy. Look for the word Zoom. There's he does three a week, three Zooms a week.
Sounds great.
And yeah, so Russell is also involved in the Australian Songwriting Association. So he does some Zooms that are really songwriter specific. So it's actually nice to go. Some of them start at like 1 a.m. for me, and I can't do that. I can't
Yeah,
do
I'll
that.
have to figure out if any of them are
I
actually
think I know
possible for me to
somebody
go
who's a
to.
member of the Australian Songwriting Association, old singer-songwriter friend of mine named Christina Olson.
Could
I think
be.
she's involved in that group. Yeah.
So
Cool.
the next
Folks,
next the next one Russell does will be what Dave just described. That'll be his next one. And that one's going to start. So if you do the math, that one's going to start at 11:30 p.m. for me. So you have to add 6 hours to that for you, Joseph. And then
Yeah, that'll be like
wait.
five in the
No, I'm
morning
wrong.
for
No,
me.
I wait.
It
I'm
might not
wrong.
work out, but
No,
yeah, I'll
I
look
think
at
I'm
it and
wrong.
see if I
I
can make
think
it
I'm
work
wrong
someday.
about that. Where
No,
where
it's
are you?
you're wrong about
Where are
that
you?
because
I am
it
wrong.
start if it's 1 a.m. for me,
No, it's right.
Joseph, then it's going to be
No, I put
8
Joseph on
p.m.
the
for you.
Oh, that
I
would
put
actually work.
Joseph, I put you on the East Coast and I shouldn't have. You're West Coast.
No, I'm East Coast. Mike is West Coast.
Well, then
Well,
you
just send me the time, and if I can make it, I'll
okay.
make it. Yeah,
I will. But
I'll
then he
Okay.
figure it out.
doesn't he does another
Google
one at
helps me with figuring out these
Dave,
time
good to see
zones.
you again, man.
and
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Take it.
he does another one at a reasonable time too.
Yeah, that's why I tried to add these Sunday ones just for it won't be keep
I'm out,
keep
guys.
Janet up too late. Let her get some sleep. Take care.